What's up, y'all? It's a light soul back at it with another video. Like I always say, peace to the gods. Most importantly, peace to the ancestors. Thank the ancestors for giving me this information to give out to you to walk more in my divinity. Because I understand that I am a scientist, I am an intellect, and I am a magical being. And I understand that my main job is here to teach you and also revolutionize my people. Uh, so yeah, I would like to send positive energy onto the gods, onto the ancestors, peace to the human beings, uh, and I would like to just cast positive energy onto the planet as well, and even to our gods and goddesses that's vibrating low or lost right now. We understand there is no difference between us because we are reflections, because we have a soul. We understand that there's no difference from a low vibration or a high vibration being two separate energies. It's only one energy. It all determines on your intent and how you use it. Uh, so yeah, peace to the gods, peace to the planets, and most importantly, peace to the ancestors. But now I got that out the way. Tonight I'm gonna be talking about emotions and why emotions is not real. Right now, they teach you in school, right, that emotions are a natural part of life. um they teach you that having emotions is a normal thing. You crying, you feeling the type of way about a certain thing or a certain person, and you putting all your feelings in that. That's some normal shit. That's what they teach you. So they teach you that you always gotta cry, you always gotta be angry at a motherfucker, you always gotta put your emotions first, right? And this is what we have all been shit oppressed with. And this is why shit a lot of us are the way we are now, because we believe that this emotion shit is real, which it is not. Right? So you have to understand, you having emotions is not real. Right? And it all goes to your secondary chakra system, which is your 33 vertebrae. And your 33rd vertebrae, it has traits to it, right? Like, you hear certain intellects tell you that our ancestors, we was vibrating at the 33 principles of degrees. That's the highest degree of principles, because that's two energies, right? Divided into three. So water, fire, spirit, water, fire, spirit. You feel what I'm saying? You got the fire, electricity, and that water. You feel what I'm saying? So we was vibrating at that frequency. You know what I'm saying? But as we started to go in war with our oppressors, we started to fall in frequency to like time, discrimination, and feeling. Like feelings and shit, like, which would be feelings and emotions. That's the same shit, like feelings and shit. That's what we fail to. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why telling you that emotions is not real. That's a lower vibratory state of yourself. That's not naturally you. Our ancestors, we were never emotional. We will never just cry just to cry. Now, it's nothing wrong with crying, right? But don't cry just because you want to cry. Cry when it is needed. You know, cause mainly you be at a funeral. You know how black people is at funerals. We be crying like a motherfucker. Yeah, our loved one has passed away, yes, but some of them, some people overdo it. It be certain times where, time ain't real, but it be certain energy cycles where, you at your family's house and y'all eating and all that, and y'all trying to forget about it, and then the motherfucker just start crying out of nowhere. Y'all was just forgetting about it, laughing, drinking, smoking. Y'all was doing your thing. But motherfuckers start crying, now everybody gonna start crying again. You see what I'm saying? Just put all their emotions into that shit. You was cool, but then you just start thinking about shit. Then your ass feel like you gotta cry, and you don't have to do that. Cry when needed to. Don't just cry because you want to cry. A lot of us use our emotions, a lot of energy cycles because we want to. I started to notice shit like that when I was a kid. Like as a kid, I used to cry a lot. Well, not a lot, but I used to cry though. And I used to notice the difference between crying for real and then forcing myself to cry. I started to notice when I started to try to force myself to cry, I didn't feel good inside. That shit just felt uncomfortable. I don't know. It shit didn't feel right. And that was because I was trying to force some shit that ain't even real. I'm just trying to force out and I'm not letting nothing naturally happen. I'm trying to force it. You feel what I'm saying? That's how it be. You be trying to force some shit that ain't even real to begin with. You don't be letting shit naturally happen. Cause when you naturally cry, when you let that shit naturally happen, it's gonna feel good because it's cleansing the soul. That shit come from the soul. So you cleansing your soul when you cry, but that's when you doing it naturally, not when you forcing the shit. Don't force it, just let it naturally happen. That's why you would hear somebody be like, "Man, I don't really cry like that." You would think they weird or they soulless. No, they just is not. They ain't into that emotion shit like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But eventually, they will cry when something hit them different. But don't make it like they some soulless motherfucking beings just because they not crying. No, I don't really cry that much. I've cried recently, but I didn't force my cry. I cried naturally because, you know, of the situation. But I wasn't putting my emotions all into the cry. I just, let little tears go and then boom. After a while, shit, I forgot about it. I wasn't even really thinking about it no more. I just let shit slide. And that's how you gotta be. Cause like I said, that emotion shit is not real. That's a lower vibratory state of yourself. That's a falling frequency. Right? And then uh they tell you that uh sometimes you supposed to cry and all that shit. You're not really supposed to cry. Now, like I said, let it happen naturally, but you're not just supposed to cry all the motherfuckers time. No, you ain't supposed to do that. You see how that's how I say. You see how the government is. They always trying to trick you. They know who you really is, but they gotta make you believe that you some other shit. See, that's how they get you. Right? That's how they get you. That's how they trick your ass and have you all on some other shit. Right? Now let's dive deeper into this shit though. Just think about it, right? You know how like a motherfucker could be watching a movie, right? You know how the females they be watching movies and shit, and the movie be a little bit sad, and the females start crying because of the movie. Now this movie ain't based on a true story, and it don't even matter if it was. She watching a motherfucking movie, right? And she started crying, right? Crying off of a motherfucking movie, some shit that ain't even real, some shit that's coming from a fucking screen, right? Just think about it. She crying all about that movie, but as soon as that motherfucking movie go off and she go do something else, she gonna forget about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, cause that emotion shit is not real. You gotta understand that energy, cause emotion goes off of energy. So you gotta understand that energy is consistent, but energy ain't gonna stay in the same form forever. Right? So if you all emotional in this one moment and then you carrying that shit on to that, you vibrate low because you giving all your energy to this certain feeling that should have been transmuted a motherfucking cycle ago. You feel what I'm saying? You got to transmute that energy. You cannot stay And you cannot stay in that type of state. You can't stay in that. Emotions are not you. They're not you. It's not you. You may want to believe it, but like, you on some bullshit. It's not you. Not having emotions don't mean you don't got a soul. Like I said, that's just means that you balance. You understand when to let yourself, you know, sh- not even show emotion, but show some type of attention to something, and when not to do it. You just know the difference. This is why I always express this when I'm teaching science about energy. You got to be balanced. Because if you are not balanced, you're not vibing in the right state. You can't always be happy and you can't always be mad. It has to be balanced. Right? So if you angry and you showing a lot of emotion being angry, nigga, you ain't in your right state. You're vibing low. We was never angry. Anciently, we was never angry. We was never mad at motherfucker. Cause real shit, it get to a point to where you just angry at nobody but yourself. See, that's when you should have known that emotion shit wasn't real at all. It's a lot of motherfuckers that be angry, but be angry at themselves. Ain't nobody mad at your ass. Ain't nobody saying nothing to you. You just mad because you choose to be. Right? So you're choosing that emotion as well, even though emotions are not real. But like I say, it all comes back from the school shit. They taught you to be that way. They taught you to be emotional when emotions are not real. They're not a part of you. It's a falling frequency. Right? That's why like say for another instance, say you tell somebody you love them and they don't tell you they love you back the way you want them to. Like say you tell your girl I love you, and she be like, yeah, I love you too. Like all real fast, and you like, damn, what's wrong with you? Like, no, I told you I love you too. Like, you can't even just deal with that. She told you she love you too. Nigga, just move on. But you want some emotion, you feel me? You want some emotion, you want some on it, and she just, gave you, okay, I love you too. But you want more than that. No, motherfucker, take that and go on. She told you she love you, nigga. Why you need more to it? See, that's falling frequency. You want more to her. You just can't accept what she just gave you. You can't accept it. And that all comes from us falling in frequency to that type of state. But like I said though, it's energies where it's good for you to cry. Because if you don't cry, you just holding that shit in you. Right? That's why, like I said, crying cleanses the soul as well. And a lot of other intellects have told you that, right? Because if you are not crying and you just holding all this shit in you, then it's gonna have an effect on you. So that's why I said it's certain energy cycles where you should release some energy cycles, but don't force it. Just let it release. That's why when motherfuckers be doing yoga and shit and be stretching and releasing certain tension in them, they start crying and shit because they releasing those fallen frequencies that's been in them, which they would call AKA emotions. See, you start releasing yourself. All right. So you have to, understand that you being emotional, that's not natural. Like it's certain people out here that just cry for no motherfucking reason. Just cry. Like you tell them anything, they just cry. That's not normal. We never did that anciently. We never just cried just to cry. It was only when needed to. Only when needed to. But us being back here on this low vibratory realm, they teaching us, nigga. Oh yeah, emotions are a natural part of life. Shit, I looked the shit up a little bit. They tell you that there's really no scientific facts of where emotions come from, right? And they're not gonna tell you where the shit come from though, right? They ain't gonna tell. They're not gonna tell you where this emotion shit come from because they're they're the ones that made us go into that state, nigga. It's them, not us. Them, because they started blowing up some of our crystallized pyramids and all that, which was vibrating so high and all that. And the more they started to, you feel this, see this all coming together. The more they start, blowing them up, the more we started to less in frequency, the more we started to vibrate low. And the lower we kept vibrating, shit, the more we started to go into this human, even though we're not humans, but we started going to this human type of thinking, like emotions, time, discrimination, all that shit. That's why they got that shit all a part, like all a part of your 33 vertebrae. Go look the shit up if you don't believe me. Go look the shit up. We fell in frequency, man. That's why your ass will believe that emotions is real, but it's not real. It's not real. I got a soul. Yes, I got a powerful soul, but I'm not just about to sit and be crying. Like I have cried about the way, my planet is being treated, and then I remember who I am as a god and as a magical being. Yes, I have cried about it, but I ain't, like, oh no, I'm not gonna do all that. It's a different type of cry with that anyway, because that's a cry of cry of a cry of hatred. It's a different type of cry. Like it's all type of different type of emotions you can express, and it's all type of different type of cries you can express, right? But even the different ones, don't force it. Let it happen naturally. That's the thing about it. Let it happen naturally. Don't force it. Let it happen naturally. Because if you let it happen naturally, that's you cleansing yourself. But if you are forcing it, you're not cleansing yourself. You just creating some shit that don't exist. Like I said, you just creating some shit that don't exist. And never existed at one point of energy. Never existed. Right? This is nigga, this is why they created movies that are sad. To get your ass to invest your energy into using the emotions. That's why they did that. So that's why they be creating these movies with a sad ass motherfucking storyline to it to make you cry, to make you give all your energy away. Just like Monsters Inc. nigga. When old girl cried and then everything was starting to fuck up, yeah. They doing the same shit to you. That's why, like I said, they be creating these movies. to get your ass to start crying and start really using this emotion shit like it's real, but it's not real at all. It's not real. That's why you be seeing other intellects that be saying the same shit I'm saying. They be like, yeah, man, emotion shit is not real. Now, you not knowing who you are, you be like, no, emotions is real. It's a natural part of life. Nigga, no, it's not. That's emotions was never a natural motherfucking part of life. It never was. Like, literally, it never was. It was never a natural. It never was. You putting all your energy into something that's not even real. Nigga, just think about it. Your ass could literally just be sitting down thinking of some shit a motherfucking did, and then you just start getting angry or start crying. That's you thinking of some shit. You just thinking of some shit, and then you just putting your emotions into a fucking thought. You see what I'm saying? That thought that's not gonna probably sit in your motherfucking mind all day. That shit gonna eventually go away. But then you think about it again, you bringing it back. You see what I'm saying? That emotion shit is not real. You got to understand this shit, man. Tell me I'm lying. That's how this shit be. You could be cool. You was cool all day. Then you just start thinking of some shit, and some thoughts you get into your motherfucking mind ain't even your real thoughts, right? So you just start getting some thoughts in your head, and then you just start gaining feelings off of them motherfucking thoughts. That's just a fucking thought. That's just something that just came into your mind. Some motherfuckers can think of some shit that ain't even happened and start feeling emotions for some shit that ain't even happened. Right? Now, that's some shit that ain't even happened, but you put your emotions into, even though emotions are not real, but I'm going to be using that word as a terminology. Right? So, you thinking of some shit that ain't even happened and you put your emotions into it. You wait, it ain't even happened. Why are you even feeling some type of way about some shit that ain't even occurred yet? That don't make sense. Right or wrong? Do it make sense or not? No, it don't make sense. Shit, sometimes your ass be too happy, right? Cause some, you get some, you get, even though time ain't real, but you get some energy cycles where it be motherfuckers that be too happy. They be putting their emotions on the just being happy all the energy cycles, and then they don't realize nothing that's fucked up around them. You're not vibrating right. You're not balanced. You just happy like a motherfucker, but nigga, you don't see what's around you and shit. Like be like house niggas and shit. They don't be seeing nothing around them. They got the happy. They in that happy emotion. They don't see nothing around them. They don't see that the planet. They don't see that the planet has been eradicated by parasitical invaders. They don't see that it's a fucking problem around here. They don't see that the economic system is using us against our own will to produce their bullshit to hurt us with. They don't see that because they in that happy emotion, right? You you probably a revolutionary yourself, right? You probably always telling people, man, something ain't right about this. Not the planet, but something ain't right about the system. They doing all this shit to us, man. I don't like the shit they be doing to us, man. This shit ain't cool, right? A motherfuckers around you, they so happy. They in that happy state. They don't even really listening to you, or listening to what you saying. They think you on some bullshit. They trying to dance and sing and all that shit. You like, man, you feel this real shit. You like, man, I ain't with that shit, man. It's real shit going on out here in the world, man. I ain't trying to dance and sing, man. It's some real shit going on. Right? But they can't see it because they in that happy state. If we talk about science, that would be E1. Right? You got E1 and then you got E0, which would be repulsive. All right? Talking about energy, right? But yeah, like I said, they all happy and shit. You think about some real shit. But they can't see what you're talking about because they in that happy emotion. Right? They not even vibrating the way you vibrating. You vibrating right. Right? You know when to be happy, but right now you're not happy. You just thinking about some real shit. Right? But then you can't always be mad because like I just had explained, if you always mad, then you're not in your right state. Everything is about balance. This is what your Kundalini energy is all about. Balancing yourself. You can't be too much in your masculine and you can't be too much in your feminine. You have to balance it out throughout your motherfucking day. You have to balance it out. You have to. Because by you balancing yourself, by you balancing uh aspects of yourself, matters of yourself, you keeping yourself in the right state because you balance it. So why you got the as above, so below, because that represents balance. You have to have that, right? So if you always angry, if you always mad and shit, you not balancing yourself. And like I told you, it's certain motherfuckers out here that be angry all the time, even though time ain't real. They be always angry and they don't even be knowing what they're angry about. You just pity your see. That's what I'm saying. See, this is how fucked up they got us. You just start thinking about random shit. Think about get mad at motherfucker. You just pity your emotions and all types of like what you doing right now. You turn one emotion to damn near 20 different emotions now. Right? And that's not your right state. Emotions is not real. You giving all of your energy to some shit that's just in your head. A lot of this shit ain't even happened before. You just giving all your energy to some shit that's just in your head. Your mind literally playing tricks on your ass. Literally. This is real shit. I'm telling you, this is real. You can say cosmic information. This is real shit that a lot of us don't realize. This is why for me, when I be seeing people using, too much emotion and crying, that shit makes me uncomfortable. At some point of existence, I get fucking not angry, but I get kind of irritated. Cause I know the deeper essence of emotions not being a real thing. So I'll be looking at motherfucker like, damn, why they always you don't gotta be like that. Keep yourself balanced. Right? Shit. Just think with a baby. Sometimes a baby, no time ain't real again, gotta throw that in there. That's a falling frequency as well. But just think with your baby. Right? You will have a baby that start crying. Some energy cycles that baby's crying because that baby is bothered by something. Or maybe that baby just crying just to cry. Right? And you get some parents that'll let their baby cry when they know that that baby is just crying just to cry. That's doing it right. That's doing it right. Because if you pick the baby up and just start doing you giving that emotion shit a fucking power, which it don't have no power, right? And then that's gonna stick with that baby forever. Then that baby gonna start thinking that emotion shit real and start crying. Start being emotional for no motherfucking reason when they get older. You feel me? That shit also starts when your ass is a baby. Your parents, they don't know who they is. They start training your ass to start thinking this emotion shit is real, which is not real. It never was real from the beginning. It's a fallen frequency. It's a fallen state of yourself. It's not real, right? So this is why you should not show any emotion. You just need to keep yourself balanced. Don't show emotion. Don't show it. I know we have been, like I said, I know we have been taught that that's a natural part of life, but it's not natural. It's not natural to yourself, and it's not natural to the planet. Because you got to understand the power of thinking some shit, right? All the your bullshit emotions that goes out into the universe as well. In some energy cycles, it may not manifest into your life, but it may manifest into somebody else's. Real shit, like this is how that shit works, right? You thinking about a bullshit ass emotion, right? That ain't even happened. You just thinking about some shit because you always in your emotions. You just thinking about some shit, right? And that shit go manifest because the universe, you are the universe. So wherever you think, so within, so without. So you thinking about some bullshit in here is gonna manifest itself without. And like I said, it may not manifest itself into your reality. It might hit somebody else because, like I said, energy is consistent. That energy gonna have to get to somebody. Whether if it's not you, it's gonna have to get somebody. So it's gonna manifest onto another motherfucking vessel, probably not yours. That's how real this shit is. This is why you should not have emotions because it's not a natural part of life or yourself. It's not natural. Right? But you also got to get how they be trying to trick your ass, though. Like if you a man, they tell you, oh, men ain't supposed to have emotions. Men ain't supposed to cry. If a man cry, nigga, you weak. All that shit. See now, you see how they want you to use emotions, but they 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 don't want you at the same point of existence though. Cause they know that the gods, we masculine, we that dark matter energy, we that, we darkness, right? They know we the gods, right? But they know at the same point of existence, they know that we still have to release not emotions, but we still have to release ourselves because they understand the power of what? Your chakras. They understand your root. They understand all that shit and how all that shit comes together. Right? So that's why they tell your ass, oh, a man ain't supposed to cry. That shit weak. You weak at? No, it's not weak. Yes, the gods, we are supposed to cry, but we are not supposed to force it. We are supposed to let ourselves naturally cry. And that's powerful for a God to cry because of all we made with. That's powerful for us to cry. We should naturally cry more often. Naturally, not forcing, naturally. Because it's healing the planet as well. You see what I'm saying? This is real shit I'm telling you, man. This ain't just no shit I'm making up. This is real life shit. Emotions is not a part of you. It's a lower frequency. It's not you. Whether if you want to believe it or not, or I'm just crazy, or I'm just talking shit, I'm just making up shit. It's not a part of you. The goddesses, it's really not a part of you, even though you feminine, you soft, you that water, you that element of water. it's still not a part of you though. You shouldn't be just all emotional, no, because it's not a part of you. You put your energy into shit that's not even real. And even if it is real, you shouldn't still be putting your energy all into it because that shit is gonna eventually wash itself away in like a couple hours, like I said. Because, like I told you, energy is consistent. That's how we made it. Energy is consistent, it's consistency. But energy also has to be transmuted. You can't stay in one state. This is why after a while, when your ass be crying all day, your ass be wore the fuck out, you gotta go to sleep. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. I don't make no excuse. No excuses. I don't just say shit just to say it, motherfucker. Tell me I'm gonna walk away again. Tell me I'm lying. Your ass been crying all motherfucking day. Now your ass just wore the fuck out. All that little crying episode you did. Now you wore the fuck out. Now your ass is sleepy. That shit literally lowered your fucking vibration. Cause you stayed in that one energy. You didn't let that energy go anywhere else. You stayed in that one energy, and therefore it tired your black ass out. And what's gonna happen? You gonna sleep good than a motherfucker. Tell, tell me, you gonna sleep good than a motherfucker. Cause then by you going to sleep, you recharging now. Now your body gotta recharge because you didn't wore yourself out just by crying. You wore yourself out just by crying. That's when you should have realized how powerful energy is. You think getting tired is just by you running and being athletic. No, nigga, crying can tire your ass out. Because it's all energy. It's all energy in you. You are energy. All right? You've been crying all the motherfucking hours. Even though ours is not real, time is not real as well. All right? But your ass been crying, doing all that damn crying, and it didn't wore your ass out. Now your ass is you exhausted. You don't know what the fuck to do. you you don't know what to do now. You just lost. Now your ass is hungry. Right? Your ass need a square. You don't know what to do. You need you a Newport. You need you a Newport. You need you some Pepsi. You thirsty motherfucker. Tell me I'm lying though. You wore the fuck out. It and took all of your motherfucking energy. All of it. You wore the fuck out. You damn near can't even talk no more. Like you alright? Sister, you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Like, damn. Motherfucker voice so damn, that crying and got her ass. She didn't transmute it. She ain't smiled. She ain't smiled shit in hours. Ain't smiled or nothing. Ain't laughed or nothing. Just been crying like a motherfucker. Just sitting in all those fallen energies, which they would call emotions that are not real. Same thing with the guys. You'll see some guys that just be crying like a motherfucker. Shit, you could listen to it. You see a motherfucker listen to a song and start crying. What the fuck you crying for off of a fucking song? You ever seen that nigga? I'm black. I come from a black household. I've seen motherfuckers cry over a damn song, right? Because the song is too close to some shit that may have happened in their life, or they just thinking about some emotional shit, and you feel they fit, motherfuckers start crying. This is a motherfucking song, man. Tell me I'm lying though. This is real shit. This is how it be. It ain't just shit. It ain't even just with the black community. It be everybody. A lot of people just be crying for no motherfucking reason, giving away all their motherfucking energy for no motherfucking reason, man. Shit, even sexually. Even when you having sex, you shouldn't really show too much emotion. You can be balanced even when you having sex. You don't gotta show all that emotion. You know, you know, it mainly be white motherfuckers though. They be showing, you know how they be on some goofy shit. Showing, too many emotions what they brought out. You ain't even supposed to do all that. You gotta stay balanced. Emotions is not real. So you have to stay balanced with yourself. All right? You have to stay balanced with yourself, nigga. Don't always be crying. Don't always be mad, nigga. Don't always be happy. Keep yourself fucking balanced. I already talked about that, but I had to, explain this shit tonight about this emotion shit because a lot of motherfuckers probably ain't really explained it to you the way you can understand. Because sometimes we be so in that energy, motherfuckers. Like, I don't get what they saying, but you gonna have to get what I'm telling you though. How this emotion shit is not natural. It's not a natural part of you. You have to let go of that. Like I told you, you have to let go of that bullshit Western European education. You have to let go of that shit. Because the more you consume it, the more you will fucking be lost. They still teaching our kids and our teenagers and shit, some of our adults that's in college about this emotion shit and teaching that it's normal. Which they are lying like a motherfucker. They are lying. Telling you nothing but lies. Just so you can vibrate low within yourself. I don't give a fuck what situation you in, nigga. Do not show too much emotions. Be balanced. Like, even though we know death not real, motherfucker tell me, yeah, such died. I'll be like, oh, for real? Oh, okay. Motherfucker expect me to be like, oh my god, oh, shit, mom. Right? They expect you to be like that. You don't gotta be all like that, nigga. Falling, passing out. You don't gotta be like that. You don't gotta be like that. You could be like, oh damn, they passed away. Damn. Motherfucker, damn. Uh, uh, uh. That's your balance state. Damn. You could do how niggas be and ain't damn. Uh, uh, uh. Mm. Niggas hit you with the Wow. Mm. Right? That shit, you good. You in your balance state. You ain't really showing emotion. You just, if you naturally cry, that's cool. It's natural. You're not forcing it though. Right? But this be up, motherfucker. I just seen them. Oh my. You doing too much. You don't got to be like that. You can, okay, they gone. Damn. All right, well, shit. Let me go call. Woo, woo, woo. They probably don't know yet. All right, we got to arrange this funeral. All that shit. And that's how you supposed to be. But the Western European education, they teach you gotta be all falling out and falling out. You don't need to be all like that, man. You don't have to be like that. Cause that's fallen frequencies of yourself, Nick. You don't gotta be like that. That's why if you a motherfucker that don't really like crying, nigga, you don't need to go to no damn funeral because you gonna be pissed. Motherfucker that went to funerals, they know you gonna be pissed because especially black people, it's gonna be some crying asses. You know when the preacher up there preaching and shit, motherfucker be cool. Motherfucker be all into the fuck church, fuck Jesus, he ain't real. But motherfucker be, you know, preacher up there preaching about the loved one that passed and all that. Yeah, they be preaching real good. And then motherfucker just start crying. I know, like, damn, where'd the crying come in at? Damn. You was just singing and shouting, then your ass sat down for 10 minutes. Now you just a crying ass. You just transmuted one energy to another, to a lower energy. Now you just crying all in your emotions, and then you ain't trying to control it. You just letting it all out. All right, and then on top of that, you forcing it. Your ass don't even really want to cry, but you got, you gotta force it out. You don't force it. Just let it naturally come out. Right? But some real shit, some energy cycles, some motherfuckers don't even wanna stop a emotion from coming out. Some people don't want to stop it. And why is that? Because we have been trained to let this shit out. We have been trained to let it out. So they ain't gonna tell you, oh no, you can hold your shit. No, they ain't about to tell you that. They is not about to tell your ass to try to hold your shit in and maintain it and keep it at a balanced state. They ain't about to tell you that. They want you to just force your shit to come out, and they're gonna tell your ass it's gonna make you feel better, which is not gonna make you feel better. Because emotions are not natural. It's not a natural state of matter. This is why meditation is so key for anybody, even if you a human or if you a god. Meditation is very key because meditation allows you to stay at a balanced state. Like I've been talking about throughout this lesson. It keeps you balanced. See, you get some motherfuckers that don't even really know what meditation is really about. So they just come out feeling a certain way and just stay in that all day. No, you probably ain't even doing right meditations. You probably doing some bullshit. But meditation, like I said, it's going to allow you to keep yourself balanced. That's why you have to balance your chakras so you can stay balanced within yourself. You have to understand that chakras are energies in you. You could say primordial energies or celestial energies in you that make you who you are and make the planet the way it is. Right? So by you balancing yourself, you keep yourself at the right state to where you ain't just releasing shit because you want to, you just letting everything naturally happen. And that's how you have to be. Don't just be releasing some shit that ain't even you. Because by doing that, you're vibrating low. Because that's a falling frequency. This is real shit they don't teach you in school. They ain't teach you this shit. They want us mainly to believe in this emotion shit. Because they know it's a falling frequency of ourselves. See, that's how fucked up the system is. That's why it's fucked the system. Because they're that fucked up. Teaching these little ass kids that that it's cool for them to just show emotion all the time. Lying to these kids. Then these kids grow up and start saying, like, man, that shit ain't, why am I just crying? You ever get motherfuckers just be like, why am I even crying? Why is you crying? Motherfucker ain't seen you in a while, they just start crying. Like, why? I mean, you ain't seen me in a while. I mean, I understand it's good to see you. It's good to, I mean, but why are you crying for? You seen me before? You just ain't seen me in a while, so that's, you don't gotta cry though. You could be like, oh my God, oh, I ain't see, you can hit me with that. That's cool. But you all crying and being emotional, hugging on, like, damn, you know, you're doing too much, IT. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much shit. You don't gotta be that way. Just okay, man. It's good to see you. Hug, boom, and get on with the fucking day. But you crying and shit, all emotionally. You can call everybody. You on some, you on some bullshit. It's gonna make me uncomfortable because I know you know, you don't need to be all like that. You don't, right? But that's how you was trained to be. You was trained to give all your energy away so that you can vibrate low within yourself. Right? Because when you giving away all your energy, you vibrate low now. So I like talk about semen retention. You're giving away all your semen, which is your items. Get that away, your ass, you know, not vibrating low, but you vibrating at certain type of a lower state. You feel me? You still vibrating low. Not too low, but you're vibrating low. So why you be feeling all drained and shit, you be feeling like you weak and all that, yeah, because you giving away life force. So by you crying and forcing your crying out, you releasing life force. You releasing energy out of you. And that energy really ain't going nowhere. Really, it's just going out. You feel me? Going out. You could have kept that in and used that to benefit yourself spiritually. But instead, your black ass gave it away. Shit, that's why they put church here. Motherfucker, shit, black people be crying a lot in church. I done seen a lot of motherfuckers in church crying for no motherfucking reason. It ain't even no reason to even cry. Like I said, they just preaching, but you just crying. Cause then, like I said, you start thinking about some shit. Then you start putting your emotions into those thoughts. You can't just be balanced and just take the information and just go. You gotta put feelings into it, which are not fucking real. That's low frequencies. That's not a natural part of you. You see what I'm saying? Everything I'm saying is making sense. You just got to be on that type of frequency to understand what the fuck I'm telling you. But I'm not just telling you some random shit. I'm telling you real shit. These is real cosmic teachings that has been hidden from you for a motherfucking while. This is shit they don't want you to know. Because when you start understanding that this emotion shit is not a natural part of you, you gonna understand how to balance yourself, and that's gonna have a major effect on the planet. Like I said, you being mad all day, that affects the planet because you connected to it. So you being mad all day, it's gonna affect the planet. Then you start seeing some bullshit on the motherfucking on your phone. And that's all because of the energy you giving out to the planet, which is you. You are everything, and everything is you. So that's a major reason why you should learn that the emotion shit is not real, and why you should learn how to control and balance yourself. This is real shit. I never show emotion. It ain't no reason to show emotion. Even though I got certain energies in me that's against the system. It's like fuck the system. Fuck all this bullshit. Like it's like really like that. I ain't just saying this shit. It's really like that. Like I've already talked about it on here. I already wanted to do, but I ain't gonna talk more about it. But yeah, I'm still not about to show emotions and shit. I ain't about to be all crying like my no, cause then I'm just giving away all my energy, and I could be using that against the system. But I'm just letting it all out, and it's not going nowhere. Not going no motherfucking where. You just letting it out. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to understand that emotions are not a natural part of you. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, what you say, you can like, oh fuck him. Let me go look. Let me go Google it, right? Because you know Google with the government, right? They are part of the same motherfuckers that's taught you this shit. So they not about to tell you that emotions is not real. Like I told you, you go look it up. They'll tell you that it's no scientific information that can show where emotions come from, right? Like I said, because they not gonna tell you where the shit comes from because they the ones did it, right? So they not about to tell you where this shit come from. They not about to tell you that it's not real. They're not gonna let you know that because if they let you know that, like I said, you gonna learn how to balance yourself, and that's gonna have a major influence on the planet. Right? This is why you got to balance yourself. Remember who you are and balance yourself. Because balancing yourself will heal you. It will allow you to be at the righteous state of yourself. All your ancestors, we was at our righteous state. We was at our natural state. Not being emotional, not being angry, not discriminating each other, not looking down upon each other, not trying to be better than the other guy. We was never like that. Right? But when we fail from the 33rd principles, the degrees, we fail, like I told you, to discrimination, time, and feelings. That's when we had eventually failed, and this is when that started to become a part of our planet. Time, they the human beings created time. Then they start teaching us that feelings and discrimination, all that shit is natural, which it is not. So you have to understand the history of how what you would call this emotion shit even came about, because it's a very powerful way of how it came to this type of existence now. It's very powerful. Go look this shit up. Go look up your 33 vertebrae, which will be your secondary chakra system. Go look it up. If you don't believe me, go look this shit up. You will see for yourself. You be like, oh damn, you go see all the traits that we fail from: love, harmony, peace, faith, grace, forgiveness, right? Forgiveness, soul, manifestation, right? They gonna show you all the motherfucking principles, nigga, that we fail from. They gonna show you. And it's gonna, oh yeah, and groundness, right? Groundness as well. We were all grounded with ourselves and nature, all that shit. Right? They gonna show you, and you gonna have to be tapped in and realize what the fuck I'm telling you though, of what we failed to. Cause you will see discrimination, you be like, okay, yeah, he did say that. Okay, time, he did say that too. Feelings, yeah, he said that too. But you got to put that shit together of what the shit you see as above it. Like, okay, so they fell from love, harmony. Oh, damn. So he is okay. So they fell to a lower state of themselves. Feelings, time, and discrimination. Shit that's not real. And shit that was never real from the motherfucking beginning. This is why your ass need to stop showing emotion, because emotion is not real. You get motherfuckers in the NBA. It be niggas in the NBA. Nigga in the NBA miss a motherfucking shot at the buzzer. This nigga start crying like motherfucker, like a little bitch. Like, damn, nigga. You act like you ain't gonna get that shot again. You see, real shit. Them niggas be crying like I forgot. It was a college player. Nigga was crying like a motherfucker. Niggas was playing the state championship. Niggas lost. Nigga crying like a motherfucker. This nigga built like a motherfucker. Nigga tall as hell, about 6'9". Nigga crying and shit. Put all that emotion over a fucking game. Now I understand, if you start doing something, you will become attracted to it, to where you start, having love for it, and then, if you fail at it, you may feel the type of, but still though, nigga, that is a game, motherfucker. You are eventually gonna have that shot again. You eventually gonna have that shot again, nigga. You act like that's the only shot you gonna miss at the buzzer. Nigga, no, you gonna get it again. You missed it, so that shit hurts. So now you gotta pitch your emotions into a start crying. Nigga, you don't need to do that, nigga. You gonna get that shot again. You gonna get that opportunity again. That energy is not gonna last forever. It will be transmuted, nigga. But you don't know that. So your ass just crying like a motherfucker. Because you don't know that. You just crying. You just putting all your emotions into some shit that ain't even fucking real. You putting your energy into a fucking illusion. Into an illusion. Some shit that ain't real. You feel me? I just gotta keep it 100. I just gotta keep it 100 with you. So you have to learn how to balance yourself. You have to learn the differences from natural and forcing. Don't force nothing. Let everything happen naturally. Because if it's happening naturally, then that's your soul cleansing. You want to cleanse your soul. You gotta let that soul cleanse, because when you cleanse your soul, that opens you up to more information, more intuition, more power of willpower. It opens you up. Right? So let the shit happen naturally. Don't just try to force it out. Because by doing that, you're hurting yourself. That's it. It ain't like I'm telling you, nigga, don't cry again, or don't be angry at something again. It's energy for that. It's energy cycles where you do need to be angry, like, nigga, on some protective shit, like you protecting your goddess, or you protecting yourself, or you just protecting who around you. It's energy for that. Everything is duality. Everything is good and bad. So there is energy. There is room for that to do it at that specific energy, right? But even then, don't stay in that. You got to transmute it. Don't turn that into a emotion. Be in that energy and then transmute it to something else. Then you straight. But don't stay in that. Don't make it a emotion. Don't make it a fallen energy. Don't make it that. That's what I'm getting you to understand. Use it. Don't let it use you. Don't be emotional. Don't use emotions. Let shit happen naturally. Because everything natural is meant to happen. Something that you force is something that was not supposed to happen, and that's why it feels the way it feels. Right? So, understand that emotions are not real. Emotions are not real. They are a fallen energy of yourself. You could say it's a fallen god, a fallen spirit, a fallen, I ain't gonna say soul, but that's it's a fallen energy. It's not real. It's not a part of you. This is why you have to stop pitting your energy into that shit. You have to stop. I know it may be hard because you have been so oppressed and eradicated in it, you know, to use it, but it's not a part of you, bro. Goddess or God is not a part of you. So you have to stop using it. You go around motherfuckers and they just around you crying and shit, nigga, you can walk away. If you just uncomfortable with it, nigga, you can walk away. You don't gotta join and start crying and start thinking about what they you don't gotta start crying, motherfucker. You can walk away. You don't have to join them. You don't have to. You could just be, still just like me, like for me, I've mastered this shit. Because I'm a scientist, so and I've been that way since I was younger though. I've never really like I told you, I've cried when I was young, but I didn't cry too much. So shit like that, like you say somebody passed away, I never just would give all. I was never like that, giving away too much energy. I was never like that. I see, like, cause now I've mastered it. You have to master this shit. You have to master not allowing yourself to go in to that fallen energy. You have to master that. And I know, like I said, it may be hard because a lot of motherfuckers around here are just emotional, but you have to learn how to master it for yourself. You the true master. Like I told you, you are the master. So you have to master every part of self. Master balance. You have to master that because that's a beneficial essence of you. Is balance. That's the God in you. God is balance. That's why they use in Freemasonry. They use that as above, so below, because they know that as above, so below, masculine energy, feminine energy, that's God. That water and that fire. All right. And that's you. Right? That's you. But you have to understand who you are. You have to go deep within here and balance that. Shadow work, like I told you, shadow working will help that. Will help you not show emotion. Because we know emotion is not real. Shadow working. You gotta work on your shadow side. Uh start admitting the shit you have done. I know that may be hard as well. Now I should have low key talked about shadow work first to start the whole lesson of everything happens the way it's supposed to happen though. But damn. But it just came to me though. It's ancestors. But yeah, you need to work on your shadow side. You have to release certain shit that you have been keeping inside of yourself for so motherfucking long. Release that. And then once you release that, your ass ain't gonna really be showing that emotional shit because you're gonna start to see that it was never a part of you in the first place. Motherfucker mention some shit you did, you ain't gonna be all, oh, fuck you. You ain't gonna be like that. You gonna just, hey, I have accepted myself. I'm at peace with myself. I have found Zen. What they say, Zen with myself. I'm not worried about what you saying to me no more. I'm not about to invest in a lower energy of myself. I'm not about to use this energy called emotion because it's not real. I'm not about to use it. I'm not going to use it because it's not real. It's not a part of me, which it is not a part of you. Emotion is not real. It's not. It wasn't you when you were created. It wasn't you shit after you was created. It wasn't you. It's not you. It's not you, but like I said, don't hold shit inside though. When it is the right energy to release your shit, let that shit come out. Because by you releasing it, see, that's also like I told you, forcing it, you may, like you start feeling uncomfortable when you try to force it, but when it's trying to come out naturally and you try to hold it in, you're gonna feel uncomfortable. Because you need to, that's your soul, you need to release that. So I feel uncomfortable. So you can feel uncomfortable in both ways. If forcing it, you know, I know motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. Like when you trying to force a cry and that motherfucker just it feel uncomfortable, yeah, because you're forcing it. But it could be the same way if it's trying to come out naturally. You try to, because I done it before too. I done tried to hold it in, and it just felt worse. I damn it just had to give up and let the shit come out, because that's my soul cleansing itself, right? So you have to release it sometimes, even though time is not real. I'm trying to stop using that word. Some energy cycles you have to release certain energies, certain energies in you. As you can say, fallen energies in you, so they won't have a effect on you no more. Because the more you release, the less you will have to worry about the about shit, about the shit that was in you, about all them thoughts and all that shit. You released it, man. It was gone from you. Now you good. You feel me? Have to release. All right. So um, it's like I said, emotions is not you. It's not natural. It was never a natural thing. Um, you have to learn who you are, and you have to tap into yourself. And like I told you, you have to balance yourself, because by you balancing yourself, you will stay at your righteous state. You will be righteous. You will be at your normal state, right? So uh balancing is the solution. Balance yourself. That's the key. Work on your shadow side. Start acknowledging the shit that you have done and that you regret. Start doing that, because that's gonna help you. And if you don't do it, you're gonna be fucked up. You're gonna keep being in your emotions, which is fallen energies, nigga, of yourself. That's not a part of you. It never was from the beginning. All right, so yeah, you need to balance yourself. All right, and once you balance yourself and go within and learn more of who you are, you're gonna know how to keep yourself at your right state. You gonna know, right? You gonna know. All right, so basically, just my lecture, or not even lesson, explaining emotions and how emotions are not real. They're not a part of you. You have to let that shit go. All right. So hopefully you take this information in. Hopefully you meditate on it. Like I always tell you, don't always go with my information. Go inside of yourself, nigga. You God too. Well, if you a human being, you ain't God. Connect with the spirit, nigga. But uh, yeah, go within, go within yourself. Then you go within yourself, you're gonna find truth. Ask yourself, ask your ancestors about. They'll tell you. They'll let you know. Yep, it's not a part of you. They'll tell you the whole story. All right. So yeah, without being said, this enlightened soul Like always, I like to send peace and positive energy onto the gods, peace to the ancestors for giving me all this information to peel onto you and walk more in my divinity. Uh, Hopefully you like this lesson. Make sure to share this with anybody you know. And that being said, man, it's Light and Soul. Peace.